Well, this ought to be interesting. I've got a short time limit because you got to be back down by sunset. So from now I've got 2.5 hours to climb to the top of that peak. And I guess they have cables and all that kinds of other stuff. So the race is on. So they said this is a difficult trail. Then they had a sign at the bottom. It's classified as difficult. And then they said no one under a certain age. And then they had all these restrictions and health. You know, if you have feet and knee problems, don't go on this hike. If you're thinking of suicide, no, I'm joking. I was like, yeah, I got feet and knee problems, but I ain't turning back. So just thought I'd pause here, part way up. So I'm trying to make it up there. And no, I won't be base jumping. I hit the half-mile marker at 15 minutes, so it's pretty good progress. It's supposed to be 1.6 on the way up. I went into wide mode. Hopefully I can hold this GoPro and successfully navigate this. Probably should do it when I'm climbing. But this is the flip side of that. I guess you could call it a big fin. I went through the saddle. So now I'm just trying to expeditiously descend. So it's a very interesting climb. So, but I would have to say that it probably rates as difficult for your average Joe. So that's pretty legit. Anyways, beautiful view though. I mean, not the best view, but maybe that's called Cactus Corner. Oh man. Had a nice little fenced-in section there. Fenced for your safety. Pretty awesome. And after scurrying up that section there, there's like a little amphitheater. Wow. Well, I made it up at the breakneck speed of 55 minutes. So with a couple of photo breaks and obviously video. So I guess you could probably say 50, but not too bad. 1.6 miles. I will have to check the vertical, but I want to say it's somewhere around 1,500 feet-ish. But it sure is beautiful up here. Wow. And there's a path that goes down to that other peak, which, given the amount of time that I'm here, oh, this is kind of a funny fact. A little bit that way there, they have, that's a sheer cliff. And I remember coming up to it initially, and I was like, getting a little bit of vertigo. What did I just do earlier today? So it's kind of funny, I think. Oh, and I can see a path that goes to the other mountain that I was unable to find. So it looks like I might be able to make my way, because I want to climb that peak over there before I leave. It's like Newman Point or something like that, Newman Peak. But let me get over here so you can see. And in the, not the immediate foreground, but the next range, that's those, I'm not sure if they're called this, but I call them the Sawtooth Mountains, or the Sawtooth Peaks, because there's a drop zone over there called the Sawtooth Drop Zone. So that's what I took pictures of last night at sunset. So So, signing off. I'm mostly gonna focus on photos on the way down, but awesome. Picacho Peak, not too far from Eloy, Arizona. So and now I get to go down. Wow. This is quite the hike. It's awesome. nearing the end of my hike, so I figured I would shot it is. Whew, great day.